Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again in another idiomatic expression episode. In this episode, we are just going to continue talking about the most common idiomatic expressions in English. And to those people who do not know what an idiomatic expression is, it's a common expression like to give somebody the cold shoulder. It's a phrase that cannot be understood by separating each one of the words independently and analyzing them independently. So to give someone a cold shoulder is an expression that we cannot understand by just looking at the word cold and shoulder. They need to be smushed together and understood in a social context. So if someone gives you the cold shoulder, they're just ignoring you or they're not paying attention to what you're saying, and for an intentional reason. The reason is something that is justifiable on their side, but it's not justifiable on your side, or you don't know. The theme of today is to talk about your English and how you can better your English to the next level. One way that you can reach when coming of age is to be able to understand how language is used in the social context. I know, the kind of topic that I'm presenting right now is for the advanced level, probably for B2 plus levels of English, but there are so many lessons online for the beginners level. Some people ask me, why don't you offer the translation? Well, first of all, technology has provided us with enough and ample sources to understand the kind of text or the kind of speech that I'm producing by just doing an extra effort, going to the subtitle on YouTube and look for the CC translation of my speech into Arabic. You can understand the Arabic version, and my care is to provide you with the context while I'm talking. So you don't have to cook your goose by just looking at the kind of text or the kind of speech that I'm presenting and saying, well, I don't understand what this man is saying. Actually, you can understand it by looking at the CC or the caption title and then see where you can find, when you scroll down, Arabic. Actually, Arabic is very accessible because it's the beginning of the English alphabet. Furthermore, I don't want to be the copycat by copying the same lessons that everybody else is making. We need to have our footprint in creating English lessons. We need to produce something different, something utilizable, something advantageous to give you that kind of prestigious aura or prestigious look or prestigious sense when you're speaking English by continuously listening to me and highlighting the words, writing down the words that you don't know in a notebook. It is very important that you keep that in mind, because if you do not recycle, and this is pretty much something that I've talked a lot about in the previous videos, you have to recycle the vocabulary. It's not about amassing so many vocabulary. It's about recycling them in a way that makes sense to you, and it can be reproducible, socially speaking. Some people access sources that are actually costing them a lot of money. They cost them an arm and a leg. They pay this amount of cash to buy these sources. But actually, I don't think that is justifiable. They don't need this amount of money to be spent on sources that they can access free online. Like this lesson, for example, I'm creating this lesson to you for free so you can access, you can listen while you are commuting in a car or having a break at work, writing down these kind of verbs or nouns or adjectives or adverbs and making use of them.